We probably should have made this video, I don't know, maybe a couple months ago when there was more snow on the ground. I mean, here in northeastern Minnesota, we still have snow, but not that much, and certainly not enough for a ski hill. Duluth has a ski hill at Spirit Mountain, and they had a very successful winter. I'm telling you, everybody came to ski in northeastern Minnesota. And the skiing tradition in America dates back to 1932. In 1932, the Winter Olympics came to America for the very first time as a huge major event. It was held at Lake Placid in New York State. And in 1932, everybody caught ski fever. There were alpine ski stories and lodges trying to open all over the country because of the popularity of these new winter athletic outdoor events. One of those that got the ski bug was William. Oh, William loved the outdoors. And he kind of got hooked on alpine skiing. And he got good at it too. And all of a sudden he had an idea. What if he would open a winter skiing resort, but instead of having it in New York State, maybe someplace out west? There are mountains out there too, and maybe even a little more spectacular mountains at that. Well, he hires Count Felix Schafgraf, a very famous Austrian outdoor sportsman and skier. And he gives him the job of finding the perfect place in the western United States for him to find and build a great world-class ski resort. And the Count finds it. It's about 100 miles northeast of Boise, Idaho. And there is the perfect place. It's a valley with ski slopes possibly built on either side of the valley, which is great because there's more sun. For instance, in the morning when the sun is in the east, you ski the western slope. In the afternoon, when the sun is setting in the west, you ski the skis on the eastern slope. Now that's great because what you get is more sunshine and more longer ski days. So they named the place Sun Valley. And Sun Valley is an instant success. Now let's talk a little bit about skiing. The problem with skiing is gravity. Gravity is both your best friend and your worst enemy when it comes to skiing. It's lots of fun to have gravity when you're going down the hill, but getting back up the hill against gravity, that's kind of a problem. So William needed to solve that problem. Now, in Europe, of course, they had these gondolas, which would take you up to the top of the hill. But we didn't have that in America. We had a dangerous thing called the rope tow, where you would grab on and hold on for dear life as you tried to make it up the hill. Or a J-bar that would come behind the skier, and that was even more dangerous. No, William wanted something new, something better, something different to set Sun Valley, his ski area, apart. So he gives a job to his engineers back at the home office in Omaha, a long way from any ski hill. And he tells his engineers, I want a better way to get people from the bottom of the hill to the top of the hill. Jim Curran is one of those engineers in Omaha, and he's invented a way to load boats with bunches of bananas by having a cable that goes down to the boat, putting hooks on it, putting the bananas on the hook, and letting them slide down and go into the boat. And he's got an idea. What if he reversed that and had those hooks go up instead? And instead of putting bananas on them, what if he put a chair on there? And a skier could sit on that chair and be carried to the top of the hill for another downhill run. How cool would that be? So he did it, and he started experimenting with it. But how fast to make that chair go? One of the ways they figured it out was to put a chair on the side of a pickup truck, and on the flat roads outside of Omaha, with a guy standing there in roller skates, the car and truck would come by and he'd try to sit on the chair and see if he could do it safely. Not a job for the faint of heart. The perfect speed, 8.5 miles an hour. In December of 1936, Sun Valley opens with the world's first chairlift, developed by the home office in Omaha. The home office run by William Averill Harriman, the home office that he was the president of, the home office of the Union Pacific Railway, which invented, for its own ski hill at Sun Valley, the world's very first chairlift, used at Spirit Mountain and all over the world. And once again, if you work it hard enough, it all comes back to the railroad. And it all comes back to you helping the Railroad Museum by watching these videos, sharing these videos, subscribing to these videos. Tell your friends about these videos. You got some ski buddies, some ski pals, somebody with the ski fever? click, send, and share. Make sure they know that it was the Union Pacific Railway that made it easier for them to get another exciting ski ride during the day that they're on the hill. In the meantime, as always, let's take care of each other.